The future is bright indeed. We're all of us dreaming of the better days ahead, and a part of your bright new future could be a move to where the magic lives in the greater Orlando area of Florida. One of the biggest decisions you'll make when considering a move is selecting a realtor who can successfully match you with the right home in the right location at the right price. Victor Naraki is the realtor who can help you make the move you've always wanted to. Whether you're a first-time homeowner or looking to move near Disney World, Victor is in your corner. If you are looking for an experienced real estate agent covering all of Central Florida, please visit DisneyAtYourDoorstep.com today and find out just why you should work with Victor. I encourage you to create a free, no-obligation account on his website. By doing so, you'll unlock the website's full potential and be able to enter specific criteria, save listings, and browse new properties sent to your email. Visit DisneyAtYourDoorstep.com today or visit his Facebook page, Victor Naraki Realtor. And don't forget to tell him the Grand Circle Tour podcast sent you.
Okay, I'm not recording, so you can say anything that you want.
Oh my goodness.
I'm going to pull a J.
You know, it's only funny when I do it.
I know, it is only funny. Yeah, because you're on the wrong end of it this time.
I know, it just doesn't seem right. Aloha, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Hello. Say it. Hello. I just listened to that episode that we
our Polly detour. Yay.
Wish we were there right now.
Yes, we wish
Me too. I'll be there in 33 days.
Whatever.
Okay, quit rubbing it in.
33 days and I'll be at the party.
Remember what you said about singing? It automatically goes on the bloopers.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if I do it. I control that. So.
Oh, we'll see.
I can sing
I'll figure it
all I
out.
want.
Yeah, we'll figure
I'm gonna
it out.
figure it out.
Never be saved.
I was just screen recording it on my phone right now, so.
Yes.
Yes. Good morning, ladies. Are we all having expedition roasters?
Yes, actually we are.
I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah.
having some Costco European
Just
cold.
lie. Just lie.
I have
Okay.
I finally Paul went up to get more of our stuff from storage,
Mhm.
and I had a whole box of all of my expedition roast.
Oh, that's exciting.
So I have it all back in my possession now.
Nice.
So yeah.
Yeah, tomorrow it will be because I'm out of this other one. So I need to place another order again too.
I really need to get something other than the Skipper's Brew. I get
Yes,
it every
you
time.
do.
Is that like narcissistic of me, or is it just me
No.
staying on brand?
No, it's what
It's
you
'cause
like.
you like.
I
But-
really like it.
The one
But yeah,
I'm allergic to bananas, so I appreciate
you have
that.
to get the flavor that way. I have the chocolate. It's a chocolate something
bobsledder
cherry.
one?
Yeah.
Oh.
And it's so good. And I put hazelnut creamer in it, so it's like a chocolate covered hazelnut with cherry undertones.
Oh wow.
Jungle banana pie, Skipper's Brew.
Mhm.
Mix that with the Starbucks caramel macchiato creamer you get at the store. Nom 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 nom.
Yeah,
nom,
I
nom.
have tried that. Yes.
Nom 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 nom.
After you-
5 pounds easily by the end of the week, but nom 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 nom.
Oh, so what are we talking about today?
Well,
Nonsense.
what sparked this was you were going through some episodes that we did when you were gone, and you saw that I asked the question:
Yes.
should pirates at Magic Kingdom get replaced?
No. No.
Oh,
What did
Holly.
we say?
Holly, what do you think?
Absolutely.
Okay.
No, it shouldn't be replaced. It could be refurbed to look like Disneyland, but it should never be replaced.
Okay, so Holly,
Okay, that's what we mean. But what did we say? I don't remember what we said.
I don't either. I mean, honestly, we do these, and
Chris, did you listen to it or you
Yes,
just
I
saw the
did.
title?
You talked about getting rid of it and like majorly changing.
like we talked about replacing it with the
Replacing
one
it.
in Shanghai.
Yes.
Oh, I don't know. I don't think so.
Well, here's the question I want to ask.
Okay.
Why does the busiest Disney park on the planet have the worst version of the most signature Walt Disney attraction there is?
It makes zero sense. It really does.
Well,
I understand that part.
It does make a little sense. We're gonna put a little context to this. Holly, do you know the history of the legend of the Great Western River Expedition?
No.
Okay, long story short. Long story short.
Somehow I don't know.
Hold on.
Long
Bunch of
story
information
longer.
flooded to the brain, and I'm trying to like simplify it. So when Walt Disney World was built, in phase 2, where Big Thunder all the way to Splash Mountain was, they were going to build the Western River Expedition, and it was going to be a giant mountain range that took up all that space, and it was going to be a 3-story attraction. On top, you were going to have the Big Thunder. On the second floor, you were going to have the log flume. On the bottom floor, you were going to have the Western River Expedition, which was going to be a cowboys and Indians themed version of Pirates.
You know, that just thinking about that, I mean, I've heard this, you've told me about this before. That just like the whole concept of that is mind blowing.
We're going to have to do a history of it because it's a really fascinating topic. Long story short, oil crisis. Other long story short, people complained. They wrote letters. They called because they asked, where's the Pirates? Because Pirates was still new. It was only 4 years old when Disney World opened. So, and people were shocked that it was not there. So because of the oil crisis, Western River kept getting kicked down and kicked down and kicked down the road. They decided to go ahead and do Pirates. There was a really cool point where they were going to have Pirates and Western River, the entire thing. But so they go ahead and do Pirates. They built this thing in a year and a half. They literally just copied and pasted what they could. It is half of what the Disneyland one is.
Even
it's actually less than half.
Yes, less than half. And that's ridiculous.
I mean, they put this thing together so fast, the animatronics didn't arrive until 3 weeks before opening.
That's
Kris,
terrifying.
Fun fact, do you know what celebrity opened up Pirates at Disney World?
I do not.
Rock Hudson.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I did not know that.
Do you want some candy, Mr. Rock? Sorry, thinking back to an I Love Lucy episode.
Oh my gosh. And what was the reasoning behind that?
Just to get it done. I don't know.
I'm just curious.
We had a movie come out at that
why
time.
did they pick him?
I have no idea.
Yeah, that's kind of strange. Just Rock Hudson out of the blue.
I will get in my TARDIS after this and go find out.
Okay, that sounds like a good idea.
So, and eventually the top portion of Western River's used, and that is what we know as Big Thunder. Mark Davis was so mad about the way Pirates was handled at Disney World. This is what made him retire.
Really?
Because he at least wanted it to be different, and they were like, "Nope."
Right.
The only thing they did different was we had a different ending. But yeah, so this legendary Imagineer, so mad he bounced out.
Wow. That's some major anger there.
So Holly, now with that new info, what do you think of Magic Kingdom's Pirates?
I can skip it when I go. If it's not if it's a show, sorry Kris, I'm killing her. But because to me it's just a knockoff. I have the original that's 13 minutes that has every scene in it, and so it's not necessary. I think the queue and I love the shop that you go in after.
I love Caribbean Plaza. I love
the
queue better than the one at Disneyland where you just walk into a building and there's a boat.
Right.
Yeah.
The whole queues at Disneyland versus Disney World, there's no comparison,
No,
right?
there
They
isn't.
Well,
one up
it's
everything.
funny, Holly, because I'm like you. Because I'm a Disneylander
Mhm.
transplanted to Disney World. I can skip Pirates. I
Yeah.
can do it when I go home.
Yeah.
However, with Mansion, I have to do it at both. That's how drastically Pirates is cut at
Yeah.
Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, you know, that being said, you guys have that influence of the Disneyland
Right.
part, where I've only been to Disneyland twice. So for me, Pirates at Magic Kingdom is my Pirates because I don't get to go to the other one that often.
Right.
So
what if we took out Pirates completely? What if we rebuilt Caribbean Plaza to look like the one in Shanghai? What if we kept the auction scene and some of the iconic scenes and incorporated them into, a new version based off the Shanghai one? What if we gave Magic Kingdom Disney's busiest, most photographed, most vacation place in the world, and we took trying to think of a nice word. Holly, help me out.
Took the one in Shanghai?
What if we took the knockoff, the
Yeah.
Louis Vuitton, the Fonel. But what if we took the fake out and put in a brand new, most amazing, give it something to it. It's not the same on both coasts of America.
Yeah.
Something mind-blowing. Wouldn't that be a nice tribute to Walt?
it would, I guess. Yeah.
I win.
Yeah. Yes.
Now, so we are recording an episode tomorrow, a regular weekly episode about attractions that we feel need to be refurbed, updated, whatever, to
Demolished.
If I
Yeah,
hear you
because
say
we
Jungle
know-
Cruise as punishment, I'll just cut that whole section.
No, I don't think that's going to be on anyone's list, but I'm going to tell you that Pirates is on my list, and I'm not going to give you any clues as to my thoughts, but I have some armchair imagineering thoughts on this
that's
attraction, and you will find out when you hear it. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh, whoa, what a tease. What a tease to come back and listen to
Indeed.
Adventure
Indeed it is.
205 next week.
Indeed it is. So there you go.
So, Krista, what do you think? I mean, I know that's your favorite attraction, but what if they said, we're going to go ahead and tear it out and we're going to rebuild it better than ever? It's going to be so great, people don't want to go to Universal.
I would probably be okay with that.
As long as it was Pirates,
Yes.
right?
I mean,
yeah.
you can't just
It can't-
say it's gone.
Yeah, it's still going to be Pirates of the Caribbean.
No,
But it's
I
gonna be-
would definitely appreciate improvements,
Right.
even though I love it the way that it is, because it's a tradition and a
Core memory.
heart-wrenching thing for me, because it was the very first attraction that I ever went on in a Disney park.
Right.
So it's going to be in my heart as that forever. Now, that's of course pre Jack Sparrow, and it was the original.
They can leave so many things.
So
Yeah, you can. There's
Have
so
the
many
same
assets you can keep.
Yeah.
You don't have to get rid of a lot
Right.
of it.
right.
The heart
Put
of
in the
it.
warehouse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I would. I mean, with the changes that I have listed in my thing for tomorrow, you're gonna see that I definitely would want to make some major
Okay,
changes.
tease
in
the
that.
audience. How many of your changes are just turning back the clock?
Turning back the clock.
Like
There is
Jack
some turning
auction
back.
scene.
There is some turning back of the clock, and then there's some progression after that. So that's all I'm going to say, because I don't want to ruin my
Let
thing.
me ask you both this, since we're talking about pirates. I think Red is a fantastic character.
I do too.
Yeah.
I think she's
love.
great.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I understand the changes, understand why they did it.
Mm-hmm.
I still think the scene would have been so much more interesting if the only thing they had changed was red.
Mm-hmm.
Just added her in.
And then changed nothing else about the auction.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
it was red being the one to sell.
Yeah. Yeah. I think
I
that
don't.
would have been
I don't
cool.
think they could have kept it like that.
Yeah.
It would be neat, but
In my
Yeah.
blue sky, that's what I would have done.
Mm-hmm.
It's still odd to me when I write it that it's changed, because I still always envision the old scene,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm still surprised that Red is there, and I really like her there.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still weird to me. And then the chasing of the man and the woman, like it's I still it's been so long already, but it is still odd to me. And it's funny because almost every time I write it, somebody says, "When did this change?" And I'm like, really?
Wow, how long
I
has
don't-
it been since you've been
I
here?
know. Or wait, and then they had just wrote it with me, and I know, like, I think it was Simon just a couple weeks ago was like, wait, the man isn't chasing the, and I'm like, dude, what do you do on this ride? Do you sleep? Like, it's so funny. But every single time I write it with somebody,
Kids are
they're
like goldfish. It's new every
yeah,
time.
or
Yeah,
like, and
yeah.
even Kris is like, wow, is that new? And I'm like,
Come on.
that was
Seriously?
here when the ride was installed. Like, it's so funny. But I mean, that's the
Funny.
thing with Pirates. There's so much going on that if you really do just focus on one little aspect of a scene, there is a lot of little details that maybe you didn't notice. So I could see that happening, but it's just so funny.
Mhm.
I will say what I find really telling about the changes to Pirates over the years is every time they put the soundtrack out, to this day, they release the ride through.
Mhm.
It's the original pre-change 67 version.
Oh, okay,
Mhm.
cool.
To this day, they have not released a Captain Jack
Oh, wow.
Hmm.
I wonder why. That's crazy.
I just find that very telling
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
because I bought the Haunted Mansion and Pirate soundtracks on vinyl from the Disney Music Emporium,
Uh-huh.
and it's the Disneyland one and the Disneyland one again.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I would personally like a Haunted Mansion from Disney World with all the extra show scenes, but
Mhm.
Yeah.
you know, that's just me.
You're
Yeah.
gonna have to, I don't know, find it yourself and create it.
it's-
Write in and complain. Tell them you want that.
Hey, Cruella on vinyl is on its way.
Is
to my
it?
house?
I
I mocked them for releasing the soundtrack on cassette, not vinyl, and now it's on the way to my house.
I told you I watched that movie for the first time because we were so busy with, our purchasing our house and moving in. That just kept getting put on the back burner to watch.
Yeah, it's
that.
so good.
And I finally sat down and watched it one afternoon, and I was blown away how good that movie was, and that soundtrack is
Yeah.
like
Oh, yeah.
100% a lot of my music.
From that first promo image when they're like, "It's the '70s, it's
Mhm.
punk rock." I'm in. I am
Mhm.
all in.
Yep. So that
That
may
is
be
so
one
good.
that I have to buy. So, but yeah, it was very, very good.
Oh, go ahead.
I have the best transition to the second half of our
Okay, go.
show.
Okay.
So, like Disneyland, where Pirates is better, Mickey and Minnie's Toontown Runaway Railway You Speak Good Coffee, 11:40 a.m. Anyway, so Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway Disneyland is going to have 3 extra show scenes. It's going to be longer at Disneyland than it is.
I
Disney
didn't
World.
know that.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Wow. So they had a lot more space, huh?
They had a lot more space where they only had so much. They had to work it into the Chinese theater at
Right.
Disneyland.
Do we know?
They're
Do we
building
know
out.
what they are?
No, we just know we're getting 3 more show scenes.
Cool.
That's very cool. Yeah.
Yeah. I know that building is so ginormous.
Now,
over
when
there.
is
It's
that supposed to
crazy.
be done?
Next
Early
year, but
Oh, next
2023. They're
I-
not saying.
Okay.
I loved the signs. What building?
Yeah.
Nothing to look at here.
What big building?
Yeah. I don't
love
know.
it when
May
people
have to
do that.
plan a Disneyland trip after that opens.
Oh, it's gonna be a nightmare.
I'm looking for, because I love Toontown. I'm looking forward to the changes. It's the only dead end left, so I hope they find a way to get you into Galaxy's Edge from
Okay,
there.
so that's what I was
That would
just
be
going to
nice.
talk about. So my husband brought this up a couple of weeks ago and said, do you think they're going to make another route to get out of here? Because it is, like you said, a cul-de-sac.
Mhm.
And then I saw someone post on Instagram and they took the map of Disneyland and there's a whole green area over there.
Mhm.
And they kind of made a little trail to Galaxy's Edge. And they said, do you think that this could happen? And I'm like, oh, how funny, look. I absolutely think that they will do that and that they should do that. And I hope they do that because it's so hard to get in and out of there. And I know that's why sometimes a lot of people don't go over there because it's just kind of a cul-de-sac.
Well, I almost think for an emergency situation that would be optimal to put another exit or another route around.
I'm
up
going to
there.
agree with you now because before the Runaway Railroad building, you could exit out into Toontown. I mean, out through Toontown into the back. There was space back there.
Yeah.
So, but here's the question I have for both of you. And that is with Runaway Railway opening next year, we have that new style Mickey Mouse. Is that going to take over Toontown? Are we going to get an all new? Are they going to put all the pictures, all the statues? Is it going to be cohesive, to this Mickey?
I don't know. It's going to be very interesting to see what they do. I don't know if I like the idea of them changing stuff, and I almost think that it would be kind of a cool transition from the old into the new.
Because Runaway Railway takes place in downtown Toontown, whereas Mickey's house is in suburb Toontown.
I'm going to say they probably will change it, but I'm kind of with Kris. It's such a small area over there. I mean, it's that I just can't imagine that they wouldn't make it all the same. But with paycheck involved, who knows? They might not want to do all the changes and try to cut back on.
Dude, I'm scared of him. Don't make fun of him. But he can get us all taken out. There might be blow darts through our windows later today. She said it, Bob, not me.
So come at me, Bob. Come at me.
Come at me.
I saw a picture of him in the parks, and I'd be like shaking his hand, like, "Sir, my liege, please don't hurt me.
My goodness, stop it!
Please don't kill me."
Yeah, we'll see.
I'd be giving him something, and it wouldn't be a handshake. But anyways,
Quiver get my boots. Please don't hit me.
I'm just glad that they are leaving.
I don't want to get banned from the park. So Bobby is wonderful.
Oh, stop it!
No,
I'm just glad that they are leaving Mickey and Minnie's house. I'm wondering what's going to happen to Donald and Goofy and Chip and Dale's house. I know that they're leaving Gadget's Go Coaster. They're just retheming it. So
what is it going to be rethemed to?
They haven't said.
Oh, they haven't said.
And I was actually in line at a ride the other day, and one of the cast members who worked in Toontown.
Jay's making weird faces. And
what are you doing?
I need a haircut. I'm sorry. I went to scratch my hair, and I just poof.
I know. Mine's
like
I need a haircut so bad too. Let nobody see me.
Wait, Sideshow Bob there for a minute.
So he was saying that he hopes that he gets put back into Toontown, but he's in Fantasyland for now until they decide. But they're hoping they get put back. And he was just saying that they're retheming Gadget's Go Coaster. They're leaving Roger Rabbit's, but they're actually completely redoing it, I guess, inside, which is good.
Yeah.
They're adding a lot more Jessica, which we already knew that, but I thought they were done. I thought that the new additions that they've already done, I thought that was it. So I'm glad to hear that they're going to be updating it more, because it really does need it. There's a lot of empty spots in that ride where they could really do a lot more.
And I love that attraction.
I remember that ride was
so much fun.
Brand new. There was a lot more to it. It was a lot more impressive.
Yeah, there's so much dead space in there. There really is, where they need to add more. And it's a lot of just, like the old dark ride where it's just the cutouts and stuff. And I think they could do so much more. So I really hope that they do, because it is a really good ride. And I'm actually really glad that they're leaving it, because a lot of people don't know Roger Rabbit. So I'm surprised that they are leaving it.
And I wonder if that had to do with the Jessica change, because they don't get to use Roger Rabbit anymore. So no one knows who it is. Kids today had missed out.
Yeah. I know. My kids have. Yeah. They're like, what? So
would you show that? Would you show that movie to your kids?
Absolutely. I watched that on repeat when I was their age.
Well, I had 2 boys, so they loved that movie.
Yeah.
For obvious reasons.
That's so funny.
That's a fine cinematic masterpiece.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, they used to watch that movie like once a week. I am not kidding you.
Fun fact about that movie, and this is how you know something like that will never, ever happen again. When they all got together, at least the characters for that film, all the studios were cool about it and said, okay, it's $5,000 per character. So everybody you see on screen, they all came at that one price for this one time.
Wow.
You'll never see anything like Roger Rabbit happen again, ever.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So what do you think? Do you think it's going to be the new updated Mickey, or you think it's going to...
Me personally, I think it's going to be the new updated Mickey. And I wonder if we're going to get new costumes just for Toontown of that version of Mickey and Minnie.
Ooh.
That would be a good thought.
That's interesting.
An exclusive set of costumes you can only get in one place at Disneyland.
I could totally see that happening.
Yeah. That would be...
And then you'll lightning lane $15 to go see Mickey.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah, because they'll still have Mickey's house where you can go inside and meet Mickey, and he will have an exclusive costume.
I see a way to take Mickey and Minnie's house and turn those into
money.
Oh yeah.
Because he was already in an exclusive costume before in there when you were able to go see him.
Yep.
But now you have a way to pull people back to this back into the park with this new ride. And while over there, we're going to charge them not just for lightning
I'm already
lane,
annoyed now,
we're
Jay.
going to charge them to go see Mickey and charge them to see Minnie.
Yeah. Oh, that's... I'm sure you're right, and I'm already annoyed. So
you like the concept, but you don't like the price.
I like the concept of having exclusive outfits, but not the part of charging, because it was already at least an hour wait usually to go see Mickey back there, because it was such a cool way to see Mickey.
And without the Jolly Trolley tracks, you could have people lined up in the street.
Yeah, I hope you're wrong, but you're usually right.
I hope I'm wrong too. But for God's sake, can we at least get some decent food in Toontown?
Yes, please. That would be good. Yeah, I don't think I've ever eaten there, because
I haven't eaten there since I think '96, and it was just hot dogs.
Yeah, nothing's changed. Well, it's less now because it's usually not open.
Right.
I'm excited for the future of Toontown. I just hope it doesn't become like Duckburg, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Yes. Scrooge is behind the wheel.
Yeah.
Not his butler.
Bob can do nothing wrong. I don't want to get banned.
Well, because there's always been some really great play areas, and I think they're going to keep that over there. So I remember when the kids were, tiny, and Addie and Simon, and those were because obviously Lincoln and Monroe haven't been able to really play over there because it's been closed.
Right.
But that was always such good play areas over there. So I think they're going to keep that, which is a nice little break for parents with small kids to have a little playground.
And it looks like they're going to have two. They're going to have two places to let the kids just run around.
Yes.
Catch you a break.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Much needed.
Yeah. And it's all shaded over there, which is nice. So hopefully, I'm sure they're going to keep all of that. And Chippendale's house, that's such a cute little place. So hopefully it will still
Dear God,
be over there.
Please don't bring back the ball pit.
Oh,
and I'm going to tell you
you'll
this.
never see another ball
I'm going
pit
to tell you
again.
this as an ex-cast member. I wouldn't even go. That
all
ball
ball
pit
pits.
That ball pit
they're
in
all
particular
Yes.
was toxic.
Yeah,
I think they need
are.
to tear Goofy's house to the ground. Get the lady from Poltergeist, Carolyn, and cleanse that space.
Yeah, they're all awful. I mean, it's like my kids didn't get sick very often when they were little, but inevitably it was always after they had been in one. So I finally said, okay, enough of this. We are not doing that.
Kill it with fire meme. That's how they need to sterilize the ball pit.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh.
So if they remove, say, Goofy's house and Donald's boat, where does that stuff go? Do they?
Either it gets they can save it gets saved. If not, it gets demolished.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Or
I think
celebrity
Holly wants
purchases.
it in her
Donald's-
backyard.
I want Donald's boat.
Donald's boat is safe. I'll bet you Goofy's house is safe, and those are going to be designated meet and greets.
Yeah.
I think that would be a good idea.
Not paid
No, they won't be
lightning
paid.
labor.
No.
Yeah.
No.
But
But I think that would be a
you can
great
get-
way to get people in those areas, and that would
But
take some congestion out of.
If you get a
other
chance to get like the whole DuckTales gang at once,
Mm.
I mean, you'll wait for them.
Mm-hmm.
Goofy and Max together, you'll wait for them.
That would.
Yeah.
Oh yes, absolutely.
Goofy and Max are out every single day at a DCA. They fish every single day.
Yeah.
The great thing about adding a new space, a new way into Toontown, adding all this new life into Toontown, it's going to suck people out of the rest of the park.
Mhm.
Yes. Love it.
Yep.
Needed.
My final thought is. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to ask you guys your final thoughts.
No, you can go first.
My final thought is when Toontown comes back, I want digital projections on all the buildings at night. I want to see
that
these
would be
buildings, these wonky, wavy buildings. I want them to come to life and
Mhm.
talk and move and do all kinds of crazy things.
That would be very fun.
That's
Yeah.
such a good idea because that's the epitome of Toontown. All the little fun
Bring
things
it
that you
to life.
Yes,
Absolutely.
and projections. Oh my gosh, I'm obsessed.
Imagine
with
going into
projections.
Toontown at night, being able to get a good meal and watch the whole thing just move like a cartoon.
Mhm.
And that's the thing too. They always close Toontown early. Are they going to start leaving it open
Oh, I bet they do.
until the park closes? I know that they close it because of the
Fireworks.
fireworks and all
Mhm.
of that. So what's going to happen with that? Are they going to still be closing it at 8 p.m.
I hope
or are they
not.
going to find a workaround to maybe, I don't know, because I know the fireworks that it gets in the way. So how is
Build-
that going to work?
Build a ceiling over Toontown and imagine what you could do with projection 24/7.
Yeah.
Mhm. That would
Imagine
be cool.
you could make it go from day to night to Halloween to Christmas
Mhm.
with the flick of a switch.
Okay, that's not going to happen, but it's a good idea. But yeah, that would be.
But
one
I'm
big
just
bill.
thinking that with Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway going in there, how can they close that area early?
At 8, yeah. So
Yeah.
what are they going to do with
That
the
doesn't make any
fireworks?
sense. Yeah.
It's my question. What I would say, look to construction around Toontown, behind Toontown, backstage, to
Okay.
where fireworks could launch now because
Yeah.
They have to be, like you said. There's no way, especially with Lightning Lane. They want that money all the way until park closing for that ride. So there's no way they're going to be closing it. So yes, I hope that they do what you're saying, projections.
That would be great.
Good. I would love that.
And we don't even need to have any final thoughts because that was
Right.
was it.
Woohoo!
Woohoo! That was it.
All right, nothing can stop us now.
It was. Nothing can stop us now.
You know, I was really hoping a little more fight out of Kris, but I like that we won her over without trying.
Exactly. Because we're not getting rid of it. We love pirates. Just
No, it's just
yes, we love it.
Should we dump the original? Should we? Pirates is middle age. Should we dump the old one for the new one?
Well, like I said, tune in to episode 205 to find out my thoughts on updating Pirates in Magic Kingdom.
I look forward to it. Hey, Holly, what is the name of your shop where we get all kinds of cute Disney stuff?
Marvelous on Main Street. And it's MarvelousOnMainStreet.com. You can follow me on Instagram. You can place an order by just messaging me. Go on there, and I have a ton of new items that I need to put in the shop. But for now, you can see them on Instagram and message me if you need them before I get them put in the shop. But so much cute stuff.
So MarvelousOnMainStreet.com, and I'm going to put a link right in the show notes.
Thank you.
Right underneath us, you can just hit that. It'll take you right to it.
Thank you so much.
Awesome.
All right, Ken, take us away. Someone else has to hit stop record.
If you would like to keep the adventure going after the show, be sure to like our Facebook friends page, Grand Circle Tours Magical Ticket Holders. While you're on Facebook, like our group page, Grand Circle Tours. Be sure to follow us on Twitter, Grand Circle Tours Podcast, as well as on Instagram, GCT Podcast, and our YouTube channel, Grand Circle Tour. If you would like to email us, drop us a line at gctpodcast@gmail.com. T-shirts and other fun merchandise can be found at tpublic.com. Simply search Grand Circle Tour Podcast. If you enjoyed your adventure, leave us a review on Apple Podcast. Only one rule, make it good. All logos, sounds, songs, and music that are made by and for Disney and its affiliates are the full ownership of the Disney Corporation and are not, nor are they intended to be the ownership of the Grand Circle Tour Podcast. Thank you for riding with us, and welcome home.
Please exit to your left by stepping away from the cars with your left foot first. Step out and stand on the moving platform, please.
Please exit by stepping away from the cars with your left foot first. Step out and stand on the moving platform, please.